Dust and Dirt, our 5th studio album. This one has really had every member contribute 100% to this album, writing, bringing ideas and working on other people's ideas.
The writing for it was a little bit different to previous years. We we all brought different demos and different ideas and grooves. But in previous albums, Dan and myself and Mike probably wrote most of the tunes. And this time, actually, it was a lot more of a collaboration, and a true collaboration where we actually had the time to jam out the ideas and add your own little individual bits.
I think with this album in particular, because we did have our own recording environment, we weren't under the time pressures that you would normally face if you're in a professional recording situation. For instance, I remember with Solid Ground, we gave ourselves, I think, 2 or 3 weeks in which to record the majority of the material, whereas in Proville or Studio 101, we allowed ourselves months to really refine the songs, play them a lot, get a lot of versions, and then sit back and have a listen to what we had recorded.
So yeah, Dust and Dirt is a combination of that year at Proville and some demos that turned into some great rhythms. And we actually did quite a few. We did about 25, I think, demos of different songs, and then we chose the top 13, and then we stuck with those and kept working on those.
This album has definitely introduced some new kind of sounds compared to past albums, perhaps, though I think we've always sort of progressed on each album, but this one is probably slightly more radical than the other ones. And having our own space has a lot to do with that for 2 reasons. Because we can just play, we can jam and we can record it. So 3 or 4 of the songs on the album have just come about from that process, and it's actually just a jam that we're playing. We'll play once, it's not written. And so that's never really happened on any other albums. And I guess the other thing that's had an impact is just I really wanted to encourage on this record little groups of people to just get together and do things on their own, as opposed to as a way of working, as well as the whole band doing things.
It feels very much a natural progression of the Black Seed sound. Solid Ground, we started hinting at maybe a direction that the band was going to move toward, but it was only really a taster in Solid Ground. I think with Dust and Dirt, you can really see the development and the trajectory in that direction. I mean, there's still the classic moulded Black Seed songs that we all love and enjoy, but I think we're also searching and developing and exploring new limits of the genre and of the band itself.
This album is, to me, really a manifestation of the space that we're in. It's a bit lighter and airier, and I kind of think a bit happier too somehow. It just seems to be a bit of a happier, more playful, fun album.
And so, trying lots of different ways to record songs has just been really healthy, and I think that's where you come with an album that has the light and shade really shows through on Dust and Dirt. I think really happy with what we have as an album, and I think people are going to be surprised at what we have.
Take a step into the light.